Hey guys, it's Artsy, and in today's video, I'm going to be redesigning the Equestria Girls My Little Pony characters. Except for the catch is that I am not a fan of My Little Pony or any kind of My Little Pony content, so these designs are purely off of the limited information I have and what I think would look nice. So it's going to be a little bit interesting. So the first person that I decided to redesign is Fluttershy because I liked her pink hair in the original, and I think that her design actually isn't that bad, especially compared to some of the other ones. But I wanted to give her, keep that wavy hair that's kind of classic for her. I tried some curlier styles, but I didn't end up liking it that much, so I just kept it as the big beach waves almost, and I think that that was a good choice. Now, I heard that she's the shy character, and I felt like it would be kind of cute to give her a mini dress, or not a super mini dress, and not a super tight one, but one of those kind of looser, cute mini dresses. And I heard she also likes animals and stuff, and she's a bit of a natural girly. So I thought that, I would also maybe give her a sweater that she thrifted to put over her dress, because if she's shy and she's kind of closed off, then she probably wouldn't want to just be wearing a dress. She'd want something over it. So I gave her a sweater with some flowers on the end. She definitely had a butterfly and a flower motif, and I kind of got rid of the butterfly because I forgot about it. But the flowers I kept, giving her some flowers in her hair that maybe she picked. And I wanted to incorporate some level of recycling because I'm sure she would like to recycle if she's really into the environment and animals. So I gave her earrings, but instead of being just regular gold earrings, they're actually bottle openers and pins and stuff. So because I thought that that was fun. I wanted to give her a bit of a relaxed, lazy eye because it feels like it would fit her kind of calming and sweet energy. There's this one meme that I feel like went around for a while that everybody kind of knows. That's one of the other characters trying to hype her up to speak loud and cheer for somebody, and then she's just like, yay! And I think that that's really sweet, and I kind of tried to embody that energy by giving her lots of soft colors and stuff like that. So there was a different design that was for this one and this character, but it was absolutely terrible and I hated it with every ounce of my being, so I decided to just delete it and start over, and I'm so glad I did. For both of these drawings in this video, I only did two, sorry. I set a timer for 2 hours that I was allowed to work on these because I often, get too into the details and kind of mess up the integrity of the drawing, so I wanted to keep a limit on myself, so I was not going too deep into anything, and I was just keeping it if I have an idea, I do that idea. Because I've heard from one artist in particular, Jackie Druho, I believe it is. I don't know if that's how her last name is said, but she does that, and I think that that's a really good idea because her drawings always turn out fantastic, so maybe if she can do it, then I can do it. I added some definition to her hair and made all the strands a little bit of a different color. And sorry, I have a bit of a cold left over and some allergies. But I separated them with these thick lines, and I made them a shade of different shades of pink because I thought that that would be really pretty. And then I tried to keep the shading in this drawing really simple. I just did it where it's really necessary, under her head and in the back of her hair and the inside of her dress. I didn't want to go too overboard because I just felt like if I'm trying to keep these drawings short, then it might look nice to just do some simple shading. For her coloring, I went with some pastel or earthier tones, and I think that that was a good choice because it kind of embodies how natural she is. I feel like she wouldn't wear a lot of makeup or anything, so I didn't give her bright lip color or stuff like that. And I think that her hair is probably all natural with maybe beach waves made by a heatless curler or something. And that is my final Fluttershy piece. I hope you like it. Next up, I did Twilight Sparkle because she's the main character, or so I've heard, and I felt like it was necessary to include the main character in a video about a show where she is the main character. So I heard that she's kind of the smarter type and not much like a particular stereotype, just a smart girl who kind of is into studying and stuff. For her pose, I wanted to make her a little bit more blunt looking than I did with Fluttershy because Fluttershy is very shy, and I find that often people who are smart just speak their mind a lot, at least I do. So I wanted to give her a pose that made her look intelligent and confident because that feels like it would fit her design from the original show and Equestria Girls. So I don't like this drawing as much as I like the other one that I did for Fluttershy, but I tried my best and I did spend longer on this one, sadly. I gave her a cute little smile that's not too indicative of too much emotion, but just is like, hey, maybe she's explaining something and she's right and you're wrong, and she just enjoys it a little bit too much. For her hair, I tried to copy it from the pony and the design from the Equestria Girls very similarly, but mostly I copied the pony because I liked the way that the hair flew in her face, and that could be a cute idea for a princess cut, I believe it's called. I kept the ponytail from the original one because I thought that, if she's studying, she'd want to keep it out of her face, but I gave her some bangs to look very cute. In her outfit, originally I was going to give her some shorts, but then I decided against it, and I thought that a skirt would actually look cuter, so I went with the skirt, which is just a plaid, almost a school uniform, except for it couldn't be a school uniform because school uniforms are a little bit more boring than whatever she's wearing, and she has some style in her outfit. Maybe she just dresses a little bit preppy. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but in the design, I did give her some tights that are just plain black stockings, but I kind of made them too light so you can't tell that they're black. Also, I gave her some gold accents just because I felt like she didn't have enough colors that were just alone, or some accent colors, so I wanted to give her some gold jewelry. I didn't go too overboard with it, but I thought that hair clips would be cute and a couple rings. Nothing on her hands because, as I can tell from actually having done this drawing or writing with a bracelet on is incredibly difficult and annoying. Her colors are pretty much similar, but I did change a couple things about placement and just the shades and tones of the colors. So I made her have more neutral or cool tones instead of some warm tones, because I hate the bright pink that My Little Pony uses. That's a color that I would never be caught dead using. So I gave her some more toned down colors, and the pink in her hair, that felt like the streaks. I tried them and they didn't fit particularly well, so I just decided to give her a fade into the end, which is kind of similar to what Fluttershy had with all her strands being different colors, except for it's just a different color at the end of her hair. I would have done it differently if I would have known how it would have gone before, but I didn't, and sadly, here we are. I would have made the switch more blunt and just colored the outside ends, except for I made it a fade, and I don't really like using Gaussian blur or fades on my drawings. I don't think that it fits my style very well, but it is what it is, and I think that she looks all right. I contemplated with giving her some light eyes, but then I thought that it would look a little bit better to give her just dark eyes with some lighter highlights, and I think that was a good choice because it would have been too busy or look too strange and contrast too much against her hair and her skin tone to give her really light eyes. And lastly, I just added some simple shading. I wanted to keep the style consistent, so I just did some big shadows and highlights where I felt like it was necessary, in the hair or below her head. And then I was done with both of my drawings. I hope that you like them. I hope that they're not too out there since I don't know much about the show. I'll see you guys next time, and bye!